So about 10 years ago, I'm teaching this guy. He was probably in his 60s, a little taller than me, kind of a muscular guy. You could tell this guy was like a fighter, a partier when he was younger. Probably got into lots of bar fights. Okay, this is like a tough guy. Okay, so we were working on his swing with irons. We go up to driver. Okay, this guy is just smashing it as hard as he possibly can. Okay, to this day, he is literally in my top 3 of hardest swingers of all time that I've ever seen. And I've taught thousands and thousands and thousands of people. All right, he's in the top 3. All right, so I pull him aside. I go, man, you gotta slow down. Like, you're swinging like a maniac. He goes, Paul, when I go to hit a golf ball, I take out my frustrations when I hit it. I go, oh, okay. I'm thinking, yeah, when I swing real hard, I can take out my frustrations too. It's just, I don't feel it in my arms. I feel it in my legs. And guess what? I hit it way longer than you. So Mr. Tough Guy there was literally hitting it nowhere, wailing at it as hard as he can. Okay? I'm just doing it a different way. That's the thing. I'm not doing a superhuman move. Okay? If I was twirling around 3 times and you could only go around 2 times, I'd say, hey, you know what? I'm doing a superhuman move. You'll never be able to do it. But if I can do less than you and hit it better than you, I'm doing a different way than you. So you want to learn that way. So hopefully, as you're watching these tips, you're getting the concept. Okay? I am not whacking at it with my arms. I am not taking out the frustration. Oh, look at that. I'm going to whack at it with my arms. Yeah, I can go 100% too. I'm just going to do it with my legs and hips. So if I was going to go 100% right here, okay? Right now my legs are like pulsating, okay? Because I went like that hard. I didn't go like that hard. Totally different power source. All right, so I just remembered this because that guy was pretty funny. You could see how his kind of got deflated. I guess the hitting isn't going to work. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, trying to be the tough guy, okay? There's a 12-year-old kid that can hit it by you. So you're taking out the frustrations. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, so different way. I'm powering it with the legs and hips, not the hands and arms. So you got to wrap your head around that concept first. All right, so my favorite drill is doing swings up in the air, about knee high. So why would I want you to hold the club up in the air? Well, if you hold it in the air, there's nothing to hit. You're not thinking hit, there's nothing there. Okay? So do practice swings up in the air. Once you go into your backswing, feel like you're coiling up, and then make the club swing, feeling your legs and hips make it swing, not going like this, whack, okay, like that guy was. That's the hitting with arms. You gotta switch in your mind. I wouldn't call this my favorite drill, doing swings up in the air, if there wasn't a good reason. The reason is there's no ball to hit. The ball is the problem. You want to whack the ball. I am not hitting anything. I'm doing a movement. The ball gets in the way of the golf club that's swinging from point A over to point B. Okay? And it gets hit. All right? I'm not hitting it. That'd be the last thing I'd want to do because I know that goes nowhere. How do I know that? Pre-1998, I was doing that too, right here. I was trying to help it. Meaning I was trying to accelerate the club. Trying to put everything I had into it. Nobody told me not to hit. If you don't tell me not to hit, I'm going to try and hammer it as hard as I possibly can. And that's what the great majority of people are doing. Well, I am here to tell you not to hit. Okay? This is not a strength thing. Okay, if this was a strength thing, every bodybuilder in the world would be out here. You know how many are out here? 0, because they are the worst golfers in history. I've taught 2 of them in my life, and they were useless. Okay, because this golf club to a bodybuilder feels like a toothpick. Okay, they just whack at it. They're all muscle bound, you know, and then some little kid steps up and hits it like 250. Skinny as a rake. Well, they got to be doing it somehow. Yeah, the kid has no arm strength, so they're not hitting with their arms. They're using their legs and hips. I'm going to keep saying it because, you know, I seem to be the only one talking about it. If a little kid can hit the ball a long way with no arm strength, then you should be able to do it too. Okay? They're not strong. If they're not strong and they are hitting it longer than you, they're doing it a different way than you. So act like a kid. 0 arm strength. The kid has the ability to turn their body. Well, that's what we're doing. We're hitting it with our legs and hips. You know, little kid. As the kid gets older, now they start hitting it longer. And within, you know, I've got 2 students right now, both scratch golfers. The girl was scratch within, well, after 1 year, or a year and a half of watching my videos and reading my book, she became a 7. Okay, the next year she was probably close to scratch. Now she's scratch, got a scholarship. Her brother been playing like literally 2 years, gave him a few lessons. He is scratch, and I think he's about 15. Okay, he's been scratch for a year now, so within 2 years he became scratch. His swing speed with a driver, his dad showed me the screenshot of it. He was at 121 miles an hour club head speed, and he was 14. And he wasn't a huge guy. He's still not, he may be as tall as me now. All right, so different way to do it, all right? Quit trying to take out your frustrations if that's you, okay? Again, I am not hitting anything. I am making a movement. I'm powering it with my legs and hips, which gets this club to swing, okay? If I want more, I would drive my legs harder. I wouldn't hit harder, okay? But I don't want to go so hard that I start tightening up or I come out of my shot, okay? That is a problem too. So that locks you up and then you start hitting the ball sideways. I just like popping it down the middle all day long, you know, 270, 280 on the fly, which rolls out to 290, 300, maybe 310, downwind, hard fairways, 300 to, boy, 320, 330, 340 with roll. You know what I mean? I don't fly it that far, but I'm not a kid. Okay? I'm doing pretty good for how old I am. All right? So, different way. Okay? You're trying to learn that way because you want a swing for life. So if I can hit it like that now and it feels like I'm barely swinging at it, then I should be able to do that when I'm 95 years old. Wow, that'd be fantastic, right? Because a lot of people, when they come to me, you know, they really don't hit the ball that far. So start seeing it differently. Hit it with your legs and hips, not your hands and arms, okay? That's the way to do this. So start working on it. Do this drill every night at home until you are good at it, okay? It's a technique. You've got to repeat it over and over. It's not about hitting balls. Stop hitting balls, do the drill, okay? Once you get good at it, you'll feel your legs and hips, and then, no joke, you'll hit it longer than you could ever imagine. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tip. You know, I've been teaching a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing now since 1991. If you'd like to learn this type of swing, then click on this link right here or click the link in the description below, and I'll send you some free samples of my body swing book and video series that take you step by step by step through how to build a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing.